Really?
Yeah. Believe them.
But let's say, let me
she's like a mini Didi.
for sure.
Yeah.
But Betsy, I just wanted to ask you a quick, real question. If you're very keen, like if someone shows you a true color, their true color, believe them. Don't you think that's being a bit, how can I say it? It's like you're being unfair because you are once in their shoes. It's like me going on ahead and judging someone who's drinking right now, like who's super into alcohol and all that, like, wanaanguka mlevi, like wanaanguka chini, wamekunywa nini, then I be like, niende nikwe like, now the fact that they've shown me their true colors, I should believe them. I'll be really unfair because at one point I was in their shoes. Nilikuwa napiga mzinga nzima, solo lita moja, nazima. Naanza kutapikia mabeshte zangu wanafu kunipanguza. Literally.
Yeah.
So I guess your statement has been unfair.
Okay. So here's the thing. It depends. Like me personally, I think it depends exactly how you okay. People can change. That's one.
That's
okay?
true, yeah.
And they can either change for better or for worse. People grow. For example, let's say if I was to speak to someone who knew me when I was 19, this is not Betsy 19.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not talking to Betsy 19. Kwanza, Betsy 19 could not speak anything sense, always joking. Okay, still have that part of me, but I think it's either one, they grow and then they see that there is something better, or number two, that's them. They were covering it up. Or number three, they are going through something and they don't know how to ask for help. So what they do, they push the people that are around them away.
Okay.
It can be either of those three things. And me being one of people who push people away when I'm having problems, and then when it's solved, I'll be back.
Yeah. With that.
Okay, even though that's the one thing that I have really thought out, I don't know how to ask for help, but right now I think I'm in a each place I can ask, because before, let's say I'm in a relationship and I'm going something big, mostly mental, I'll just bounce because I feel like I'm not able to think well because I have this person wants me to keep talking to them. They want my time. They want us to hang out, and I'm not in a good place for me to do these things. And then now, because they're demanding too much, what do you do? Because you cannot give. You feel like you reach a point where it's a breakdown and you just bounce.
There's a friend of mine alikuwa ananiambia a while back. So they were talking with God. And so God was telling them, now the fact that you've actually gone on ahead and have chosen me, you'll have to die. So they went on ahead and asked God, what am I dying to? Because that statement is usually used in a vague manner. So it can make sense. Like, yes, you're dying. We say you're dying to flesh, right? But can we expound? Can you expound more?
You can die in so many ways.
Yeah, but I'm talking in the context of now salvation, dying to self, the context of the Bible. So God went on ahead and give them the feedback. When he's talking about death, when he's talking about dying to self, he's talking about him leading you to dying to coping mechanisms that either you grew up with or the things that the society have made you accustomed to.
So simply like shedding off.
Yeah, simply like shedding off. Because now in that context, you're talking about, like, I was asking a friend of mine, like, I have the same issue whereby it's like when I'm going through something, I'll shut people out, and I'll shut mostly the people who are closest to me. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
So I was asking myself, is this thing a man thing, or is this thing, like, where did we actually get this from? Because it's so addictive. Yes, the people around you want you to go on ahead and change, but it's not something that you just wake up from. It's
But do you know these kind of things are mostly you find that you don't want to bother people. Me mostly as a firstborn, I'm used to people coming to me and I've mentioned that before. Like, I'm so used to people asking help from me. It's always like even like my own mom should come with a problem and like, oh my god, what do for this? Yeah. So it's always been like because I don't want to show them like it's not like they're person that they come to. So that's why personally I just like peace. I'm going sometimes I even lie like I'm going to a competition, I will leave my phone. Guys, you'll no longer see me. And I'll go for like 2 months, 1 month
what?
without talking to anyone.
Hey man, that's
Like I can go
what?
for a long time. I'll just say like hi to my mom. Of course my mom, like just she needs to know like you're lying. You're doing good. And that's it. The rest, I'm good. That's the time that I'm thinking. I'm having a plan. And when I come back energized. Yani, me, I don't like draining people,
Yeah.
So I'd rather just go down there, drain myself, drink water from there, and then I come back to the energy.
But nilikampia pia kurealize that also hurts the people around us too.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I think just don't disappear with no reason, like where it is like just say like you're going I'm traveling. Okay, I think that we should learn how to ask for help. What do you think?
Yeah.
Donalo na
Joy.
gato. Uko zone.
To learn how to ask for help. Yes.
Is this a struggle shake na? No.
Asking for help.
Yeah, not asking for help, but time maybe you're processing through things, you shut people out and you end up hurting them. Like, is this a struggle you've ever been with? And like, yeah, is it like a struggle you've ever had or you've ever been with? And is it something that maybe have you learned something off of it, or I don't know?
Yeah, I agree with all of you. I mean, for me, it's more of anytime you choose to walk a journey with someone, just know there are, I can't call them consequences, but probably it's like when you decide to walk a journey with someone and decided to commit to them, commitment. So there's no way I can start a journey if you want it's emotional investment or whatever it is, and then just give. It's maturity. You need to be mature enough to understand that it's, for example, our parents.
Yeah.
Even if your parent is great, you don't expect them to leave you and just go somewhere the same way
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think it's part of growth, growing to understand that even if you're growing more, even if you're going toward, you're responsible
To other people.
to other people. So for me, I've been a culprit of like genuinely wanting to love people.
Yeah.
Some people call it love bombing.
Yeah.
Then giving someone a tendency, you.
Yeah.
Someone is used to feeding from words.
Yeah, for sure.
Does it dry you when like you give, or if the person does not reciprocate? Because I feel like if you are giving, of course you're not expecting to eat for return, but if you're just giving and giving, don't you think it reaches a point where it's like umeenda like a deep zone and then
I just feel like according to your character and who you are, so if you are given a thing,
Yeah, for sure.
no God was here.
so there is no balance?
So I feel like balance comes in when you're giving beyond what you can give.
Okay.
I never thought about it.
So it's like understanding yourself to know that this is what I can give, and I want to be ashamed of acknowledging that.
Yeah.
This is what I can give. So it's like I can give it to this place, and then from now on in cross here, now I haven't grown to give to that place. A good example is A lot of young people, when they come out of broken relationships, they're traumatized. So you find if you give your first love all of yourself, you can't give that. And the more you get into relationships that break you, the more you don't give.
Yeah. Or you actually end up giving someone battles or making someone else pay for sins that they never commit.
Yeah, so it's important for them to know, you know what?
But I think
For you to communicate, I cannot and it's clear.
Yeah.
I think we should take that, like, learn our friends, how they are. Like, example, if it's not like when I'm gone, if a friend was to reach out and be like, are you okay or something? This is not true. I'll be like opening up. But now they don't know it's that much. They don't know like a trend, a behavior that they can tell at she's not okay. Because definitely I look okay. But then I'm just be off completely. When I'm talking to you, I'm okay. Like you can't tell. But now when I go silent, I'm gone silent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's,
I think that's where like authenticity comes in. There is no way I'm going to get the most of my relationships if I'm not authentic. If I'm not authentic in terms of if I'm not me, because I'm scared of losing you.
Yeah, that's true.
So you find, because you met me in a place where one day when your mom brought you to one high schools, and then you found that I'm from like this sports kid. So how you try fitting and I show you my circle. It's my circle and that me and my circle are all posh 20 over here. And they're like, now as I'm here, I don't want to lose this. It's an opportunity wherever. So I'm friends with them, but I love myself. But you're scared that if I'm myself, like you run away from me. Like people need to be themselves unapologetically and accept the truth that you have, your truth.
but do you know, like, your friends? So now, of course, like if I have a problem, it's not like that will be just
And that's the point. That's the point. Before, when you're building the foundations of your friendships, you have to be authentic. If your foundations of your friendships do not start from an authentic place, you're not problems.
So there's a place I read that it is maybe kind of kidogo out of context, but it kind of sort of brings context because I also wanted you to also understand on the other your friend side. So here's the thing. So he went on ahead and said that it's a good thing that we want. So this was in the context of the body life. It's a good thing that we want people to work in unity. It's a good thing that we want people to reach up at a place whereby they can share their resources together, or rather share God's life together. But we can't do that with a people that are actually not yet ready. So now here's the gist to this whole relationship. It's like I'm using that context to refer to this context. It will be so unfair. And here's where this whole relationship thingy just gets so complicated. It will be so much unfair for me to expect something from Donnell that I know he can't deliver. And every time he doesn't deliver, I get disappointed. You know what I mean? So I guess this now still drives us to the thing that we're actually talking to you about. And I get tulikuwa tunaongea tukiwa studio, si ndio? We are talking about, yes, there are these two regimes. We're talking about that whole story, si ndio? But what is really needed is something that's called maturity. And I feel maturity is something that how can I define this? It's something that has not been really talked much about. So we actually I don't know. Cause for me, I feel that maybe maturity has more to do with selflessness. Is it making sense? Looking beyond you. Because here's the thing, Betsy. So, for example, you're going through something. You go on ahead, you hurt me. It's validated how I'm feeling. Sindio? Let's say, for example, let's just use that.
Yeah.
It's validated how I'm feeling. Sindio? But it will now take maturity for me to step out of my cocoon and zone to understand where you are coming from. It's like maybe, for example, I come in the morning. Let me finish. I come in the morning, I'm acting up, I'm going through something. Like, let's say, for example, like, nakuja na be funny.
Can I get my phone? Because as you're talking, I can do a weekend.
Yeah.
Notes and whatever.
Yeah.
Shiko, can I get my phone?
So it's like nimekuja in the morning, I'm acting out. Unaniongelesha unaniita na kuact in a moody type of situation. Do you know if you're not mature, you'll just stick in your cocoon whereby you are the one who is being wronged, right? You're the one who's being wronged. And that will make you feel that now you'll just keep on looking at your end and you won't step out from your zone to just understand where I'm actually coming from. And I feel that's the thing that's killing relationships out here. Maturity. I don't.
But the thing is, now even talking of maturity, I have let's say like you have friends. Okay, the same way I'm saying like Isabel, right? When you look at your friends, are not like people you can talk to and have a certain advice, and that's even the main thing that you are giving. Because if you see like you're not safe, or even you can tell someone and make a joke out of what you're going through, and or even they'll approach you about it in a public space, So it really matters. These people mature enough for you to say what you're trying to, for them to understand what you're trying to tell them. Because you cannot tell me just because you're a friend, I'm obligated to tell you the stuff that are going on in my life, and I know like you cannot help me with anything, or I cannot even trust you to, let's say, keep them, or even if you don't, like, mostly me, if I tell you my problem, I'm expecting a bit of me in it, okay.
Yeah.
I take it off kidogo, and then it gets solved some type of way.
Okay.
For me, like a friend, like that. So I feel like even in a coming group of friends, like a friend that you can tell something, I think finding that friend who you can trust in terms of, like, let's say, mature, they can advise you on, because most people, you tell them this is what I'm going through, and they're like, you're not praying enough. Like most people just need you to, like, you're not praying enough. Mostly like from let's say kingdom kind of situation.
Yeah.
For them, they just throw it to the prayer situation, that though sometimes God really,
it's spiritual bypassing. That's what I call it. Yeah.
Sometimes God has given you not sometimes, all the time God has given you the brains, and also when you pray and believe, definitely the help can come from that friend. But now this friend does not want to even speak. Sometimes God will speak to someone else. Yeah. And maybe that's the thing that you want. Yes, God will speak to you directly. It's not like you have not prayed enough, or it's not like you have, because even if it's
I hear what you're saying.
yeah. So
I hear what
that's
you're
why
saying.
for me, I feel like I don't want to burden anyone with this kind of whole thing and think of, or telling me, you know how horrible it is.
Yeah.
I had a situation that somebody told me, like, pray. And the time that they're telling you to pray, you are in the deepest end.
That's the time that you need to talk to me, not tell me.
You know what? People don't understand this. When you are in deep, mostly mentally, you cannot pray right.
Right, that's true.
Sometimes you cannot even, it's called what? Petition right. Even finding a Bible verse in the kitchen, even my mind is all over the...
Actually, let me just say this. It's the same situation that Jesus was also going through.
Yeah.
The last time whereby he was like praying, he was sweating and all that. Actually, scientists walikuwa wanasema it's usually like a form of anxiety. Hiyo design yenye ina affect hadi alikuwa na bleed out of his skin. At that particular moment, I remember it took him everything. It took a greater strength. And I remember he actually even went on ahead and told the disciples on the burden that he was actually feeling. But they didn't understand at that particular time.
Yeah.
But at that particular time, what did he say? He was unable to pray. The same Jesus who used to go to the mountain for 3 hours and all that, to just spend time with the Lord and all that, was the same Jesus who said that at this moment, this is what I'm wishing for. I wish that this cup will have been taken away from me, but not as I will, but as you will. It was those 3 statements.
Yeah.
And it shows the fact that anytime someone is in that mental headspace, the best thing, I guess, for you to do to them is not to tell them, "May I hate this statement and I'm gonna say it. I hope this is a safe space. I hate this statement. That at he pray up, that he don't give the chance to the enemy."
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, it cringes.
Who loves the
me.
But the
Like,
who loves the enemy?
Right. I'm
like-
like, that's what you want to tell me at this particular moment? That he wants to take advantage? No, he doesn't. Like, address. It's like, this is one time, I was talking to Daniel, kaniambia, here's the thing. Sometimes, ukigrowingi sana, like, si kugrowingi pase. Uko na, and it's the same thing ulisema youth conference. Sometimes, human beings tunakuanga na hii weakness ya, umefika place kama hapa. Na unataka mse ako hapa adil na vitu vile una deal nazo. Sijui kina make sense.
Exactly.
That will be so much, that will be so unfair.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, that's why I say, like, it also depends if you are checking. You can right, left, and center. You like literally, there's no one you can trust. Just go there. Now you'll find the enemy there. Then you need to charge up and come back. Grown in the spirit. What are you telling me, Shwan?
What?
No, there are sometimes you want to talk, and I don't think we would have therapists. Like, let me tell you, even when it comes to
Actually, therapists are from God.
Yeah.
May believe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
These guys are intercessors. I know we like seeing intercessors in the context of prayer, but therapists are intercessors.
I think having someone that listens to you is so important, because once you've even told them, kwanza before they start doing anything or they have you prayed kwanza they listen to you first, right? And then try to tell you, you know what, from here you can try and be this, because some things are logic. You go and ask God to eat. No. There are some things like sometimes you have to really go, or even you might find that the person who is coming to you, they've gone in with the same situation.
Yeah.
That's
and at
the
that
thing.
particular moment, you just want someone who you can relate to or someone you can connect with. Yeah.
So I think what I can say about friendship, for something as someone to say, I think we define friendship wrongly. And friends share. Think about it. The reason probably you would consider me as your friend is because you want to share with me.
Really?
You want to share.
But
Really?
but we call just friend.
Think about it.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
Friend share.
Think about every person you've called a friend, not usually to them. You want to share with them. And every person that has called in friend of they do, they share with you. Think broadly of that one share. If not sharing at them, I want to give them some information. I want to give them what I have. I want them to enjoy like me. Come and show you something.
Wow. Never thought of it at that sort of way.
Yeah, there's a verse in John for it. John 15:15.
We saw read it.
This verse, John 15:15, is talking about, it's Jesus actually. And he was talking to his disciples. And he says this, I do not call you servants or slaves any longer, for the servant does not know what his master is doing. A servant doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know, a friend, let's just bring it in that context, doesn't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If you're not my friend, you don't know what I'm doing. If I'm not your friend, I don't know what.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If I'm not your friend, I don't know what you're doing. If I'm not your friend, Linford, I don't know things about you.
Yeah, for sure.
And it says this, but I have called you my friends because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father.
Yeah, that's so.
I have revealed to you everything that I have learned from him. So Jesus is bringing the context of, you're my friend. Why? Because I have got to know revelation. I have shown. So I feel like the way society inaenda for the longest is a river definition easy. And because if I'm your friend, I'm not just gonna share with you in your joys. I'm going to share with you in someone.
That's true.
Now that's true friendship. Yeah. Even now when you're not enjoying someone else, it's true.
Yeah, but then I think it depends on the level of need of suffering.
And the thing is this about friendships. I think in every relationship you need to know how deep, let's say, love is that friendship. Because it's like this. I can be friendly, but that doesn't mean I'm your friend.
Okay.
I can be friendly to you, but it doesn't mean I'm your friend. So me, this is how I perceive life. From a place of, I know every time I talk about these people, like, okay, from a place of give and take. There are people I give, and there are people I take, and there are people who I give and I take.
Okay, but now you see, like those are totally different, like friends, like friend groups, kind of.
Now you've understood.
So you want to tell me it's having like kind of a friend. You have friends who you talk to like about business. You have friends that you
Can I
tell.
clarify it? When it comes to friendship and begins, I believe
School.
Believe. When it comes to friendship, I believe friendship has depth to it.
Yeah.
The more I reveal to you, the more we are friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it means it's my responsibility to know who I'm opening up my life to.
Yeah.
The most.
That's
because
powerful. That's powerful.
If I open up to you, the more vulnerable I am to you.
Hey.
Okay, you're hitting the core. Yeah.
The more
you're hitting it.
The more vulnerable I am to you because I've opened up to you.
Yeah, okay. Am I a safe space for you? Open up.
Now you've understood. Now it's my responsibility every time I reveal something to you to observe how you handle that revelation. I'm talking Christianity. You understand? It's my responsibility that I have told you to deal for back at home. My parents are fighting.
Yeah.
And they're going through a divorce, and this thing is frustrating. A problem that is dear to me, very deep to me.
Yeah.
Number son.
Yeah.
Now, how you react to that is gonna show me that I've opened up to you in this area. Now I want to see, because I have tried and tested. I think friendship has tried and tested.
Yeah. And I guess from what you're bringing right now, you actually bring also the element of levels of friendship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because also Jesus applied that same rule. 5,000, 12, 7, 3. The 5,000 he gave, they never knew him. It was, I'm going to sort your needs out. I'm going to do this and this. Done.
I think that's
The 12, these are the people who he explained to.
5,000 bread and fish.
Yeah.
Oh,
The 5,000, 12.
And
Yeah.
also in the ministry.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. 5,000.
Getting that concept. So 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000
Feeding.
he did
Yeah.
feeding nini.
Feeding you.
The 12
Yeah.
he decoded.
Yes.
The 3 he shared.
Yeah.
So now that brings the element of now levels of friendships and also maturity, because he knew I can't decode to the 5,000. That's why he brought such parables of like, don't ever give pearls to the pigs.
Yeah.
They'll stamp on it, you know. So there's a certain level of vulnerability. He was never with the 5,000, but he still sorted them out. And after he sorted them out, he was like, go on ahead. So now that brings the whole element of now maturity, coming to understand that this is a person who I can never cross from this level. You know what I mean? Because look at it in this sort of way. 5,000 wana sort ni nini, kila kitu. He comes to the 12. The 12, he decodes, right? He decodes them the secrets of the kingdom, nini, parables, nini. The 3, he goes with them. He brings them forth. He tries to show them who he really is. Then there was the 1. That's John, right? This, he knew. He knew at heart who Jesus was. That's why he actually said a very dangerous statement that for me, by there, I went on ahead and applied it as a copy paste. I don't think I've yet quite grasped it. He said that John, the child that Jesus loved the most, that comes with depth, bruh.
Yeah.
That comes with, I know Donnell or I know Betsy to the level whereby I know even his birth scar.
Yeah.
You just can't come with a statement and be like, your Donnell has a birth scar, birthmark or something, right? Or a birth scar or something. I can't get to know that if I've actually not seen him naked. You know what I mean? So I guess that now brings the element of no maturity. Because one thing we really go wrong, kwanza with the Gen Z vibes and all that, is that we are putting expectation of the 3 on the 5,000.
And then especially like expecting like just because I call you a friend, like
Yeah.
there is a depth of friendship. I think people need to understand like the levels and the depths in friendship.
Okay.
I feel like it's usually a lot of work. Like that's why I struggle a lot with having so many friends. If one day I cannot have having so many friends. Yes, I can call you a friend,
but
because there is no other name for like how do you call
like this,
it?
Betsy. I agree. It's like can two work together unless
yeah.
So you can't. I can only walk with you to the level we are in agreement.
Yeah.
I can only walk with you the level we are in agreement. After that, there's an area it can be again. Yeah. Very much. Yeah.